Hey, you doing? It's Khoa here. In this video, I'm going to give you a little secret on how to close a deal a lot more faster during your demonstrations and presentations. So let's go. The standard typical process is when you're demonstrating to a potential prospect, you just go in, show your stuff, show your 50 slides, and then that's it. Then at the end, answer any questions, and then send a proposal, and that's it, right? So that's the typical process. But what a lot of people tend to do is they stick to that process like the Bible, like it's gospel, it's something that you can't change, but you can actually change it. So let me give you an example. Let's say that you're presenting, right? At the start, you're presenting and you're going in, hi, my name is blah, blah, and I'm from blah, blah, and you start introducing yourself, and then you just talk a tiny bit about the product. And if they already look interested, right, you want to stop them and say, have you seen enough to make a decision? You want to check in on them. So, for example, if you're talking to these CEOs and executives, they don't have time to sit through a 1 hour presentation. They just want to get the main stuff and then take that information away and make a decision, right? So, you don't want to waste their time. So, don't be afraid, right? When you're going into to do the demo, just stop and say, "Have you seen enough to make a decision?" So, if they look at something and say, "Wow, that looks pretty good," they ask you questions, which is buying questions. You answer those questions with another question and say, would that particular feature be enough for you to go ahead with this? I mean, you don't have to be so pushy, but you can be nice about it, right? You can be nice about it. So would that be so you don't want to answer back with a one or no yes or no question. You want to answer back with another question that will close it off. So if they say, "Oh wow, that's in green." Oh, okay. Is green the color that would suit your organization? Yes, it would. Oh, great. And that's what you're looking for, right? Yeah, exactly right. Fantastic. Well, have you seen enough to make a decision? Well, actually, can you talk to me about a little bit more about the software? Yeah, sure, no worries. Is the software the most important part? Actually, it is, the color and the software. Okay, let's go through the software. Then you start demoing the software, and then they say, oh, great. So how much is the software? Okay, so the software, is the price of the software the only thing that you're concerned about? Would the price of the software be the number one thing? Well, actually, it would just be the color and the price. So price and the color would be the ultimate thing for you to make a decision, right? Yeah, actually it would. Okay, great. So it comes in green, which is what you really want, and the price of the software is only $99 per month. It's really too expensive. Okay, but the price is the only thing that you're concerned about other than the color, right? And then they'll be like, yeah, it is. So what is your budget? Well, my budget is actually $70 per month. Okay, so now this is where you start negotiating. Well, what we can do is we have these two packages. We have the $100 package per month, and we have the $70 package where you get X amount of features. All right, so which package do you want? I'll just go with my budget for now, then upgrade that. Done. Sign the dotted line. So you can see from that example is you want to, when you're doing a demonstration, you want to read them. You want to read the buying signals, and if something lights up in their eye, if their tone of voice changes, you want to stop them. You want to talk about it and try and close them off at that same time. You don't want to like say, "Oh yeah, I'll get back to that later," and then start talking about something else. Like, you don't do that. You want to be very mindful of what they're doing, and then close them off. Okay, so yeah, I mean that's a little secret that I've learned when I'm doing my demos, presentations. When they ask you a question, don't just give them an answer then move on, right? Always ask them another question in return. Ask them a question back in return, and then another way to close them off is to ask them, have you seen enough to make a decision? Have you seen enough to make a decision? And that will keep them on point. That will keep them on point, because when they're looking at, and they ask you a question, have you seen enough to make a decision? Actually, I have. Okay. So what can we do? What can we do that will move the next thing forward? Actually, what can you do is put together a proposal with the XYZ and blah blah. That's it. So that's my little tip on how to close more deals when you're doing a demonstration, and hope this really helps you. Hope this helps you. Let me know what you're doing, and please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next one. Cheers.